to the place. Hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I'm excited to be here with Dr. Chris Kelly from Revivology, licensed plastic surgeon. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, today we're getting a look at the Revivology cam. We have never done this before, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You're showing us before and afters of some surgeries that you've done.
Correct.
Okay, what are we going to start with?
Well, I think we're going to start with me talking about, well, last time we were together, I kind of mentioned that having our surgeries, our scars back behind, that's a really important
thing. Yeah, you said it's a telltale sign when people have these big scars on their faces that you can see where they've gotten a facelift or other things done.
Exactly.
But you avoid those.
I do the very best I can.
Okay, show us how you do that.
So if we look at the screen, if most plastic surgeons, they make an incision that comes along the front of the hairline.
Oh, okay.
And then actually straight down the front of the ear, back behind the ear, and often come across and down in front of the hairline.
That's a large line that somebody's going to have to try to cover.
It is. And what I like to do, it follows along what's on the screen right now, is to do a little crescent up above your ear in the hairline, follow the natural curve of your ear, actually take that incision behind that little ear pointer, called the tragus, in front of the earlobe, hide the incision all the way up the back crease, and then do a little S-curve up into the hairline.
Amazing. So it's all right up here where people will not be able to see it.
That's right. And when we go through some of the pictures, we can maybe look and see.
Yeah, let's tell everybody at home a little bit more about you.
Okay.
Revivology is out at the district.
Correct.
And what do you guys do there? How long have you been doing this?
We've been open for really about 2 years, but we moved locations to the district about a year ago. And we do everything med spa plus cosmetic surgery. And
so you can go get one of these plus a massage.
Plus a massage and get your hormones balanced.
Yes, all at once. Okay, great. Let's look at the first picture that you have.
Okay. So this is a woman who came to see me because she looked older than what she felt inside. Mm-hmm. And so we wanted to do something to help her. So when I do my analysis, I always look from the neck up. And if we look at her neck, it's really making her look a lot older than she should.
I know that the neck can really bother a lot of people as they age. And there are ways to fix it, because I'm seeing in this after, you cannot even tell that that was the before photo.
Well, that's the whole idea.
Yeah,
right?
How do you do that?
So a little tiny incision underneath the chin, really about the width of my thumb, which is about 1 inch, I can do all of the neck work. And I've developed a kind of a unique stitch that lifts the neck bands, those two lines, lifts them up and forms a crease up at the top of the neck rather than just sewing the muscles together. And it makes that really smooth down here rather than having...
Really tight, yeah.
Rather than having a line down the middle or a ridge, that all gets taken away.
It looks great.
So if we wanted to even go to the side view, look at what happens there with her neck. Here you can see those bands that come down, the joweling down through this way. And afterwards, that jawline is incredibly straight, and she has a right angle chin.
She looks great. And what are people going to find if they go to the wrong place? You said they're going to have the scar down the middle of their neck, possibly?
Well, usually not a scar down the middle of the neck, but they, through that incision, they have a band, a single band that forms right down the middle, because the way the muscles are brought together, it's not quite as smooth as this.
Okay, let's see the next photo.
Okay.
And what did she have done?
So she had a facelift in her upper eyelids.
Okay.
So this was kind of a funny story. She actually, her daughter came in really upset with me for making her look better than herself. Her mom
daughter! Wow, yeah. So they're getting confused for each other?
Yes.
Okay, and I know here in Utah, I've heard of so many people that want to do the upper eyelid but are very, very scared, because that's a sensitive area. You don't want to get something botched right there. Right. And tell us how you avoid that look.
Well, if we go on to the next slide, this really helps us out with understanding some of those differences. There's a lot of extra skin that comes in right here on the corner of your eyelid. Mm-hmm. And that skin needs to be addressed. It needs to be smoothened out. And many people just simply do a double arch over the top of the eyelid. Personally, I don't like that look. It leaves some of this behind, that tissue behind, and can create a little flap of skin kind of on the corner of your eyelid.
Which is not what you want. That's the opposite. Okay.
We don't at all. And so, like you can see on here, she had quite a bit of skin. Her skin's almost resting on her eyelid, her eyelashes, and in the afterwards, now she's going to be able to put on makeup, and you're going to actually see it.
Yeah, that's so great. So, Dr. Kelly, I'm sure you love being able to change people's lives and see the benefits.
That's really the reward. We go to school for a long time, and we do a lot of training. But that moment when someone walks in after they have an issue that's been bothering them for a long time, and their self-confidence, and they can come in and literally maybe 2 weeks later.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of these photos we've been seeing are just maybe a month apart.
Correct.
And you cannot see a scar. So incredible. Revivology, people can find you on your website, get more information, consultations, questions, everything.
Anytime.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Kelly.
I appreciate it.
All right, now we have another relationship rescue tip.